everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. Today is an update. I just got back from the doctor's, and here's the deal. I was denied to have a stomach sleeve done. I was told that I needed to lose weight to have the breast reduction. Kind of the irony of those two. And the doctor took me off of my diabetic medicine to see where my sugar is at, and also took me off of a medicine that I was taking before bed to help with my migraines. She is absolutely convinced that my eating, my diet, is the cause of all of the ailments that I've been having, based on the fact that most of this stuff started coming about when I started gaining weight. I've never been a big person. I've always been average, maybe above average based on my bone structure. But I've always been, and it's funny for me to say that because for a long time in my life I always felt I was overweight, and I wasn't. So she came in the doctor. It's actually, I love my doctor. She is amazing. She walked into the room where we were, the examination room, and said, I have a solution. She walked in, she said, I have a solution. I have a solution for you. And I said, okay. I said, what is the solution? Because she knows that I'm frustrated and I'm very, I don't know, you get to the point where you're like, okay, enough is enough here, really? So I listened, and she went through that she had done some research and that she felt very strongly about me taking probiotics, for one, and secondly, she wants me to, it's an anti-inflammatory diet, and she feels like my arthritis is flaring up and all of that stuff can be dealt with through food. And she did look at me, she goes, it's gonna be hard. She goes, it's gonna be hard. And I said, well, that's really not what I want to hear. I want to hear it's gonna be easy. And she said, it's not gonna be easy. She goes, it's simple, but it's gonna be hard. And I said, okay. I said, so what are we talking about? And it wasn't the South Beach diet or anything like that. She found a diet, and the irony is, I've read about this diet. I did a lot of research on this diet, and I knew it was hard, so that's a big reason why I didn't do it. But she wants me to do this for 4 weeks, 1 month. She's giving me a two-week ramp-up time, so I got to go back to see her in 6 weeks. She's giving me 2 weeks to get my groceries in order, get my mindset in order, make sure that I'm ready to go like I did when I quit smoking. And she goes, I want you to have a start date like you did with your smoking. She goes, I want you to understand that it's all in or all out. There is no in between, because she said, I know what kind of person you are, and she says, you're either all in or you're all out. She goes, you can't do something halfway through because you end up giving up or you end up not succeeding. And she's absolutely 100% correct in that, because I am an all in, all out person. So she said, you might find that the book has recipes in it. It's called the Fast Metabolism Diet. And I know a lot of you are going, I've heard of that, because there's a lot of YouTube videos from the author of it or the creator of it. But she said, on a scientific level, all the things that she was reading about in regards to it fixing, I have. And she goes, these are all of your ailments. These are all the things that you have been struggling with. And she goes, I just think, I know it's going to work. She goes, I know this is going to work for you. This is what you specifically need as an individual. So I was really quiet, which is very unlike me, but I was really quiet because a lot of me was struggling with knowing that this is going to be hard. And I continued to beat myself up in the appointment. I told her, I said, I'm so frustrated. I said, because I had the willpower. You saw me quit smoking. Like, it happened. She said, I did. She goes, but I also told you that you were a borderline stroke victim. We thought you were having stroke-like symptoms and things. We thought you had a stroke. So you had something that was mind-altering that made you quit smoking. And she said, either you need to find that for it to work, or you just need to go into it with those same thoughts. She said, because everything changed for you, weight-wise, everything, medicine-wise, everything, last September or last October, when we thought you had a stroke. And look how it's now turned. She said, yes, you quit smoking, but everything else has gone to the wayside. And she said, and if you keep this up, she goes, you will have a stroke. She goes, you have all of the right levels and weight and exercise and all of that. She says, all of that equals up to someone who could very easily have a stroke, except you quit smoking. So, the fact that she's taking me off the diabetic medicine, I like, but it scares me. The fact that she took me off of my migraine medicine is great, but it scares me, because all of these things I have not been dealing with for the past year. You know, the diabetes has been working out okay. You know, my sugars have been good, and I have had no migraines. My tremors have come back, so she had put me on a medicine for that. So, I don't know, guys. This is going to be a tough one, and I would really, really, really love to have some prayers, because if you've done research, and I think there's an author, she wrote it all down on paper for me. The Fast Metabolism Diet is the book that has the recipes. Kelly Brogan, Dr. Kelly Brogan, is the author of the book Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Body, something like that. And I have to avoid all gluten, dairy, sugar, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. And she gave me a name for a place called Associated Buyers that will help with food costs, I guess. It's like a co-op market. So, like I said, prayers please, because if I can get myself on this lifestyle change, on this, I don't want to call it a diet, because I hate diets, on this path to health, if I can get myself on this path to health, I truly believe, and so does she, that one, no surgeries will be needed. I don't know that I'll even need a breast surgery if I can lose some weight. 2, I might not need hip and knee surgery for a while at least, because there won't be as much weight being pressured on my joints. 3, I could be taken off my diabetes medicine for good. 4, I could be taken off of my anti-reflux medicine for good. I could be taken off of my migraine medicine for good. It could solve my tremors. It could solve my sleep issues. And I could end up having to be taken off of my pain medicine for my arthritis. I mean, ultimately, if I could lose weight, I have a feeling that a lot of things would just go away, because I didn't have them when I didn't have the weight. So pray for me, okay, guys? I know this may seem minuscule to some of you, but to me this is a pretty big deal, because at this point it's not even just so that I can lose weight, it's so that I can lose weight to become healthy, because I gained back the weight that I had lost. I'm at the highest I've ever been in my entire life. It's extremely depressing and frustrating. I can tell because none of my clothes are fitting anymore. And when I buy clothes, I have to go up a size, and that too is very depressing. So I got to do it. I don't have any choice. And in the next week or so, I'm going to be gearing up my mind and saying my mantras and my affirmations and knowing that I got to clean out the house of all the yucky stuff. And the harder part for me is getting rid of all that stuff is one thing. If I was living alone, I don't know that this would be much of a problem, because the rest of the family eats all of that other stuff. So I don't know, that's very tough for me. The other thing is that you know what, it's funny because I remember saying it'd be a lot easier for me to quit smoking if Ben would quit too. And I did it without him. So that was just a debunked excuse that I just made for myself. Just because he's going to do his thing. Maybe he'll end up coming on board with what I'm doing because it's healthier. Who knows? That would be awesome, huh? I just know that I have no excuse to not concentrate on my health because my daughter's helping me with the business. It's not like my business is failing, because it's certainly not. It's extremely busy. I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing so that it ends up failing. So, that's something that I need to make sure I'm conscious of. So I'm going to be doing a lot of research to make sure that I can do this. I need to. All right. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Give me some kudos down in the comments, encouragement, so that way when I'm feeling discouraged, I can come back and read what you guys wrote. I know I got this, and I got to do this. It's it's not a matter of vanity anymore. It's a matter of health, and potentially life and death, because there's just too much going wrong with me and it keeps getting worse. So, and all of it's based on what I'm eating. I think she is 100% convinced that I am gluten intolerant, and I am a sugar addict, without a doubt. So we're gonna break this. We're gonna do this, okay? All right, everyone. Thanks for being here to support me. I appreciate it. Bye.